$750. That is what I actually spend per month living in Siem Reap, Cambodia. Not the number I planned, not the number most YouTube videos quote, the real number after 7 months of tracking every single expense. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly where every dollar goes, category by category. By the end of this video, you will know my fixed costs to the dollar, how much food actually costs when you live here, and the honest answer to the question everyone is asking. Can you really live in Cambodia for $600 a month? The answer is yes, but you don't want to. And it comes with a number you need to hear first. I moved to Siem Reap in November 2025, business visa, work permit. And these are my actual monthly numbers, not estimates from a random YouTube video. If you're researching the real cost of living in Southeast Asia as a digital nomad or expat, subscribe now. Before the numbers, download the free Bootstrapper guide in the description below. Let me give you the headline number first, then we'll break it down. My monthly spend in Siem Reap is $750. Rent, electricity, water, laundry, food, transportation, gym, massage, and a $50 buffer, everything. If you cut back on Western food and skip a few cafes, you can bring that down to $600. If I have a social month with more restaurant meals and day trips, it goes up. The range is real. $600 on the low end, $1,000 and $200 if you live comfortably without watching every dollar. Fixed costs are what you pay no matter what, every single month. These are mine. Rent, $200 per month. That is a 1-bedroom apartment in the Wat Bo area of Siem Reap with air conditioning, water and reliable Wi-Fi included. You can find places below $200 if you go farther from the centre, but personally I don't recommend it. $300 and above gets you something better or closer to the main areas. I recommend budgeting at least $300 per month. I was lucky with my $200 and I already know locals. Electricity costs an average of $30 to $60 per month. This is the one that surprises people. Air conditioning runs almost constantly here, especially from March to May. But again, I was lucky, it is included in my rent. Usually you pay extra on top of the rent based on your consumption. Budget $50, ask openly about it when you rent. Water is either included in your rent or you pay $5 per month. Laundry, $10 per month. There are laundry services on every street in Siem Reap. You drop it off, they wash, dry and fold it. Cost is $1 per kilogram. I spend roughly $10 a month and I never touch a washing machine. Gym, $40 per month for a full gym membership in Siem Reap. A proper gym with equipment and air conditioning. Anywhere in the West, the same would cost $100 minimum. Here it is $40. The total is $350 per month. Food is where your lifestyle choices have the biggest impact on your total. My actual food spend is between $300 and $360 per month, coffee included. If you eat only local Khmer food, you can eat 3 full meals a day for $10. A local rice dish from a street vendor costs $1 to $2. A bowl of noodle soup in a local restaurant is $2.50. Fresh fruit from the market is very cheap. I eat mainly local. A typical day for me is a breakfast with an iced coffee for $3, a lunch for $2.50, and a dinner that goes anywhere from $3 at a street stall to $5 at a local restaurant when I want something different. If you eat fully local, you can bring food down to $200 or $300. If you eat like Westerners, you can push it to $400 or $500 or even more. Most long-term expats I know land between $350 and $450. I'm numb on the right side, so I don't drive and I don't rent a motorbike. My entire transportation is mainly walking and sometimes a tuk-tuk. A short tuk-tuk ride in Siem Reap costs $1 to $2. A longer cross-city trip is $3. I take maybe 10 tuk-tuk rides per month, which puts my transportation at $20 monthly. Most expats rent a motorbike, cheaper than a tuk-tuk over time. If you rent a motorbike, you're looking at $40 to $50 per month for the bike plus fuel. If you buy a bicycle, your transport costs almost nothing after the initial purchase. I choose to walk when I can and use a tuk-tuk when I can't. Budget $40 per month. This is the category that genuinely shocks people coming from the West. Massage, $6 per session. Professional, clean, real. Let's say you have 2 massages per week. Believe me, it's hard to stop when you know it's so cheap. Per month, that is around $50 for 2 weekly massages. I budget $50 because you always tip there. In the West, that same 1-hour massage costs $100, so I simply never went. Here it is $6. It is one of the most tangible ways I feel the difference in cost of living every single week. Miscellaneous. This is the catch-all category. A broken mobile phone screen protector, random toiletries, or an unexpected visit to the dentist. I budget $50 per month for miscellaneous, and I almost always come in under it. Comment the word guide below and I'll send you the free download link directly. Here's the part that nobody is telling you. Your first month in Cambodia will cost significantly more than every month after it. Not because Cambodia is expensive, but because you spend like a tourist. On top of your usual monthly expenses, your first month includes a deposit, standard is 1 month's rent, an extra $300 up front. Add the visa fee, I recommend budgeting $600. Add the vaccinations if you get them in the first month, which I recommend budget $300. Add the tourist phase spending while you figure out the city, which can add $500 or $1,000 to the first month. Realistic first month total $1,200 to $1,500 all in. Budget for this. Have the money before you arrive. Do not arrive with exactly 1 month's expenses and nothing else. Unexpected things will happen. One rule I follow without exception. Always keep 2 or 3 months of expenses in savings. $1,000 minimum sitting untouched in cash. Cambodia uses US dollars and Cambodian riel too. A separate video on money is coming soon. If something unexpected happens, you need time to react and replan. This saving buys you options. Keep it in cash. Think of it as the cost of your freedom, not your savings. The moment your buffer drops below 1 month, stop spending until you've rebuilt it. Can you live in Cambodia for $600 a month? Yes, theoretically even less, but I don't recommend it. $600 is possible, $800 is more realistic, and $1,000 is stress-free. Here's how living on $600 a month could work. Rent in a budget area, $200. Electricity, around $30 with minimal AC use. Water, $5. Laundry, $8. Food, eating entirely local, $150. Transportation by bicycle, basically $0. Home workouts instead of a gym, $0. Massage and extras, $0. Miscellaneous expenses, $50. That brings the total to about $443, leaving roughly $150 of breathing room within a $600 budget. And don't forget to budget for visa fee, about $50 per month. Is it possible? Yes. Is it comfortable or sustainable for most people? Probably not. Now, air conditioning in Cambodia's heat makes it difficult. No gym is a lifestyle trade-off. And if you have 1 bad month, 1 medical expense, 1 emergency, your $600 budget has no buffer. Download the free bootstrapping guide in the description below if you want to know everything to plan before you land in Cambodia. That video is right here. Watch it next.